I took Velatrix Thunder 1 up a mountain. Maybe not the best idea. I've been looking for an e-bike that feels like an actual bike instead of a moped that happens to have pedals, because I wanted to get some actual exercise occasionally, but also have the benefit of having an electric motor.
That turbo really does the work.
I didn't want it to be too heavy like most e-bikes, and I'm super paranoid about it getting stolen in Hollywood. So after reviewing Velatrix Fat Tire bike, I saw their Thunder 1 and I was like, that might be perfect. So I got one. But because I just had hand surgery,
They explicitly told me do not sweat in this cast.
I had to get someone to build it for me and ride it for me. Introducing this sexy beast. Now, the Thunder 1 is more of a street bike than a mountain bike, but that didn't stop me from trying to kill my friend Casey. This e-bike is 36 pounds light. It's got a bunch of different torque modes and 8 gears, up to 25 miles per hour, 70 miles of range, and it's got a fingerprint sensor and built-in GPS that messages you if someone even bumps into your bike. So let me give you a tour. I'll show you how it handles the street and the mountain, and you can decide if it's right for you. Fonzie, hey.
Hey, how's it going?
That's Fonzie.
Hi, Fonzie.
You're vetted. It's this. How would you say that?
Velatric.
That's how I said it too, but it's Velatric.
Velatric.
If you guys need a tasker in Los Angeles, highly recommend Patrick. 5 stars. So yeah, what'd you think of the bike assembly?
Fairly straightforward. The fact that it came and the pieces that were off were just the wheel, the front wheel, the seat, and the pedals made the rest of it pretty easy.
The only other things you got to put on are the kickstand, the headlight and the taillight, and this adorable belt. But we got it done in about an hour.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks really good. Velatrix sent me their phone mount, which you have to apply with 3M to your phone, which I'm not gonna do. But if your phone case already has a pop socket mount, I think that's what is used to screw it on. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little trouble with the app. I had to uninstall, reinstall, but I finally got it going, got my fingerprint programmed in, and I made sure to turn on theft alert. And now it's time to bring in the stunt double, my buddy Casey.
Maybe I'll be like Brendan Fraser in Bedazzled when he's going in San Francisco. He's just like up the hill, like nothing's wrong.
Casey was really impressed by how light it was for an electric bike.
Does it feel heavier than a normal mountain bike?
Maybe a little.
Like a touch, right?
Yeah.
To get it to fit in the Model 3, we had to take off the front tire, and there's no quick release, so you had to use an Allen key. But once we got that figured out, we were on our way up to Franklin Canyon. All right, so maiden voyage here, trying out the pedal assist levels, changing them by using these little buttons here, and you can see the color change here when you flip through the different options, and white being no assist at all. I'm jealous. I want to be riding. This thing is annoying.
When I was just in 8th year, it was really like a workout.
Yeah.
And as I pressed through the different levels
Into turbo.
got to where I was just
Yeah.
Sunday, right?
Right.
It's Monday though.
I want to try it. Here, let's try.
That's nice. That turbo really does the work. That's good times.
After getting to know the bike, we headed down toward the trailhead. Call it a lack of mountain biking experience or just sheer stupidity, but somehow the lack of shocks and thin tires wasn't setting off any alarm bells.
We have made it.
Franklin Canyon.
They explicitly told me do not sweat in this cast. I can get it infected and then it'll ruin my whole surgery. So what do? I hike up a mountain. Idiot. Gravel.
Computer, turn on studio. So we took this thing out mountain biking in legit mountain biking areas. The tires, I found out later, were hybrid tires. They're not made for the rough, rocky terrain that we were on. Unfortunately, Casey found out the hard way.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing at this. This is bad. I invite you out. I asked you for a favor and you were nice enough.
Scrapes happen.
I knew you were the right person to ask. A lot of these e-bikes, they've got a throttle, or they tout their acceleration, but this is a different style of bike. It's way more for getting exercise, like actually doing the work, pedaling. And so it's only pedal assist. There's no throttle.
Honestly, riding on the streets, I'd probably use eco mostly. Like, I don't need turbo unless I get to one of the big hills.
But something you have to look out for on the ones that do have the throttle and the pedal assist and that do have strong acceleration, I've almost shot myself into traffic. You'll put a little bit of pressure on the pedal and it'll just like zoom you forward.
Oh no, this won't do that. Like, the acceleration doesn't even kick in right away, I would say. Like, I could feel when I was trying to get up some of the hills when we started from just a dead stop on a hill. I struggled a little bit to get started, and then you can feel when it will make that pedal, that one little turn a little easier, and then it just starts taking over a little more.
Lonzy wants to be a part of it. Oh, what'd you think of the gears? Were there enough? Is 8 enough?
Once you add the motor, the gears really don't matter.
Except for if you're too low.
How fast are you spinning
right,
the pedals?
Right, yeah. Because if you're on turbo and you're in like gear 1, then you're
you're pedaling so fast.
You're like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
All right, so probably the best feature about this bike is the fact that the GPS is included. It's built into the bike. You can't remove it. I've searched and there's only a couple of manufacturers that I found that are doing this, but you have to pay $2,000 to like $5,000 extra for the bike. But I love that Velotric is including that in this way lower price bike. It's not that you can't do it yourself. Sure, you could add an air tag and maybe you put it in the seat or something. You probably don't want to try to stick it in the frame or in the seat post. The metal is going to block the signal. Might not even penetrate out. And if you try to put it in a saddlebag or something, thieves are going to get savvy to this air tag thing. If you don't have saddlebags and they can't find it on the exterior of the bike, they're probably going to assume it's in the seat and they're just going to take your seat off and throw that and take the rest of the bike. So having it be embedded in the frame, impossible to remove, that's the killer feature. And there's a lot of e-bikes out there that do not include this. So Velotric is way ahead of the game on this. I'd say the only thing missing from this bike that I would like to see included is at least the option to upgrade to some shocks, rear shocks, front shocks, maybe a seat shock. So maybe we'll see it on the Thunder 2. Otherwise, I just think it's an incredible bike for the money. It offers way more specs than comparable bikes. It's light, it's got great range. Yes, it's just pedal assist, but for this style of bike, I think that's actually perfect. And the turbo mode is quite speedy, up to 20 miles an hour, but 25 with an unlock. So look, as for me, I love this bike. I'm keeping this bike. I can't wait to ride this bike more when this thing heals better. I wanted a bike with all these features and I searched, and this was the best thing that I could really find. So please, as this video ages, leave it in the comments if you think there's a better option. But as of now, I'm super happy with this bike. If you want to support the channel and you're interested in the bike, you can use my affiliate link. Of course, it helps if you like the video, if you comment, sure, subscribe. No pressure. And I see a lot of you asking for Knee of the Curve to come back. I've got a plan. Bear with me. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out.